A trusted former sheriff walks into a courthouse. Within moments, the judge, a man he had worked alongside for years, is shot dead. What could have driven a public servant to cross that line? This wasn't just another small-town crime. It was a stunning betrayal that left an entire community in shock. In this video, I'll take you through 3 haunting cases of recent times that gripped the world, including the heart-wrenching downfall of one of pop music's biggest stars. Case number 1. The Kentucky judge shooting. A crime that stunned the nation in early 2024 occurred in a small Kentucky town, where a respected former sheriff walked into a courthouse and shot a local judge in cold blood. The judge, who had presided over several of the sheriff's cases, had no idea that a long-standing personal conflict would turn deadly. The shooting, which took place on the morning of January 25, 2024, shocked the quiet town, where both men were considered pillars of the community. People were used to seeing them work together, never suspecting that simmering tensions could lead to such a tragic event. The confrontation began as an argument between the former sheriff, John Smith, and Judge Robert Clark. Though the exact nature of their disagreement remains unclear, tensions between the two men had been brewing for years. Reports suggest that the two had clashed on multiple occasions over legal decisions, but no one could have foreseen that their issues would escalate to this deadly level. In a matter of seconds, what began as a verbal dispute turned into a life-altering moment. Smith, enraged, drew his gun and fatally shot the judge inside the courthouse, a place where justice and order are supposed to prevail. The shooting attracted national attention not only because of its brutality, but also because of the individuals involved. It is rare to see public officials, especially ones with long histories of service, caught in such a tragic and violent conflict. The fact that a former law enforcement officer would kill a sitting judge sent shockwaves through the legal community and left many questioning how things could have gone so wrong. How could such respected figures fall into such devastating conflict? In the days following the shooting, the case dominated the headlines, with news outlets covering every detail. The town was left grappling with the sudden loss of one of its most respected judges, while others tried to make sense of the sheriff's actions. Speculations arose that long-standing tensions, professional disagreements, or even personal grievances could have played a role, though the full story has yet to emerge. Many in the community felt a profound sense of betrayal, as these were men they had trusted and looked up to. As of now, the investigation is ongoing, with many unanswered questions still lingering. What led to such a drastic breakdown in their relationship? Could anything have been done to prevent this tragic outcome? While the legal system continues to seek justice, the town of Kentucky remains haunted by the crime, a stark reminder of how unresolved personal conflicts can have deadly consequences. Case number 2. The Romeoville Family Massacre. In a peaceful Romeoville neighborhood, Illinois, the lives of a family of 4 were abruptly ended in a gruesome crime that left the community in shock. On September 17, 2023, police discovered the bodies of Alberto Rolon, Zoreda Bartolome, their 2 young sons, and even their dogs, all brutally shot to death in their home. The horrific nature of the crime quickly became national news, as investigators tried to piece together how such a tragedy could happen to a seemingly ordinary family. Nathaniel Huey Jr., a 31-year-old man from Streamwood, Illinois, was soon identified as the prime suspect. What made this case even more disturbing was the role his partner, Ermelinda Palomo, played in fueling his delusions. According to reports, Palomo had convinced Huey that they were being monitored by a dangerous cartel, creating a sense of paranoia that spiraled out of control. She manipulated him into believing that the Rolon Bartolome family was somehow involved, pushing him further into irrational behavior. Palomo's hold over Huey was so strong that it led him to commit the unthinkable. The details of the murders were chilling. On that fateful day in September, Huey broke into the family's home and shot everyone inside, including the couple's 2 innocent children. The brutality of the crime left law enforcement officers and the local community horrified. The fact that the couple's dogs were also killed emphasized the level of rage and disconnect Huey must have been experiencing. While his actions were shocking, it is clear that the psychological manipulation by Palomo played a pivotal role in driving Huey to this extreme. The police quickly launched an investigation into the quadruple murder, and within days, they tracked Huey and Palomo across state lines. A high-speed chase ensued, ending in a crash in Oklahoma. When officers approached the vehicle, they found Huey dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and Palomo also dead in the car, though the exact circumstances of her death were less clear. The chase and their deaths brought a sudden and dramatic end to the case, but it left many questions about what led to such a senseless tragedy. In the aftermath, investigators concluded that Palomo had exploited Huey's vulnerabilities, manipulating him into believing a dangerous, false narrative. Her psychological influence over him was undeniably strong, pushing him to murder an entire family. The Romeoville family massacre stands as a tragic example of how dangerous psychological manipulation can be, especially when it leads to the loss of innocent lives. Case number 3. Tragic end of Liam Payne. Accident or something more. Liam Payne's life was filled with the highs of global fame and the deep lows of personal struggles. As a member of the iconic boy band One Direction, he became a household name almost overnight. But behind the adoration of millions of fans, Liam struggled with the pressures of fame, the isolation of being in the spotlight, and a long battle with addiction. By 2024, the weight of these struggles had taken a heavy toll on both his health and his career. In 2024, while touring in Italy, Liam was hospitalized with a severe kidney infection. This forced him to cancel multiple shows, disappointing fans, and leaving him frustrated. His second album, which had been highly anticipated, was delayed, and when the lead single Teardrop was finally released, it failed to make an impact on the charts. This professional setback, combined with his ongoing health issues, only added to the stress and pressure he was already feeling. Liam had always been open about his struggles with addiction and mental health. In interviews, he admitted that there were times when the pressure of fame had pushed him to the brink. In 2021, he revealed that he had battled addiction, depression, and even suicidal thoughts. Despite his efforts to stay sober, the constant scrutiny of being in the public eye made it difficult for him to maintain stability. The isolation he felt after One Direction's breakup only deepened his struggles. On October 16, 2024, Liam Payne tragically fell to his death from a third-floor balcony in Argentina. Though authorities quickly ruled the incident an accident, fans and the media began to question whether there was more to the story. Given his history of mental health issues and the immense pressure he was under, many speculated that his death could have been linked to his emotional struggles. However, after a thorough investigation, officials concluded that there was no evidence of foul play or suicide, and the case was closed as an accident. Liam Payne's untimely death was a heartbreaking end to a life filled with both incredible success and profound personal pain. His story highlights the darker side of fame and the toll it can take on mental health. While his death may have been ruled an accident, the struggles he faced leading up to that tragic night serve as a stark reminder of the importance of mental health awareness, especially for those in the public eye. It's unsettling to think how a single moment, a single decision, can ripple out and change lives forever. Whether it was a family destroyed by manipulation, a town torn apart by betrayal, or a beloved celebrity lost to tragedy, these cases leave us with more questions than answers. Do you think there's more to these stories than what we know? If this video got you thinking, be sure to leave a comment with your thoughts, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more.